Alright, hello everyone, this is Dark Oliver here, and today I'm reviewing my pure Dinosaur deck profile, or Lost World Dino deck profile I guess. I was working in this profile since last ban list, but since Missile and Ceres came out of the ban list, I had to adjust a little bit of things. So yeah, let's just get right into it. First, for the big monsters, I run 2 Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, 2 Quadless. I really like having 2 UCT, even though you can recycle them technically if you summon them correctly. I think it's just better to be played safe and have double. Also, Quadless is a really good, or well, a decent first turn play in case your opponent makes you go first. If you get it with Pill, you can negate something as long as you have dinosaurs on your hand or field. Next, probably the most important card, I run 3 other Raptors. Pretty self-explanatory. You can dump Quatlus, you can search for Tyranno, you can pretty much do anything with this card. I'm also running 2 Miss Silensaris. This just came out of the ban list. It's a 3 now. You should probably play 3 of this, but I only own 2. But I still like the ratio. It's just not bad. You can get away with it. Now for the Dino Wrestlers, I run 3 Pancratops, 1 Stegosaurus. Stegosaurus, my bad. I was also running 1 Captera, but since Missile and Cyrus came out of ban list, I was like, well, might as well substitute it. You can just pop with anything, really easy special summon. When special summon, you can search on a Dino Wrestler card. So if you can special summon Stegosaurus with like Missilosaurus or something else, or even like tribute with Oviraptor to special summon, you can search for Pancratops and then just special summon, since you're probably going second and your opponent has a bigger board. And for the babies, I only run 2 baby Cerasuses and 1 Petit Pterodon. I'm debating on moving a baby up to 3. Sometimes you want it, but since this is an OTK deck, you generally don't want to get to the point where you actually need to pop a 3rd baby Cerasus. This one, when you pop him, you can special summon 1 level 4 or lower monster from your deck. This one is just a level 5 or higher, I believe. No, level 4 or higher. But it cannot attack the turn, which is why we only played it once. Then I run the 1 Giant Rex and the Jurek Aolo. When banished, you can special summon it, gains 200 attack. It's really good if you like have it in the graveyard and you have an UCT. You can just banish him to special summon the UCT, and it's just fodder when you need to pop, or for the XYZ plays. And Jurek Aolo, really good synchro. If you have a Missile and Cyrus on hand, you can just discard it to stop negations for dinosaurs, and then banish it to just special summon Aolo. And I also run 1 Doggeron, 1 Gameciel, and 1 Armageddonite. This is searchable with not with Conductor, Oviraptor. I could run 2 of these instead of the Gameciel, but I like having just different name Kaijus. I don't run the Kaiju's magic, what is it called? Interrupt Kaiju's Lumber in the main deck. But it's still good to know, if you don't want to give a 3000 beater to your enemy, even though UCT just goes past it. I like to have lower attack Kaijus. Now, that's the monster lineup. For hand traps, I run 3 Ash Blossom and 3 Effect Biter. Since you're going second, you want to interrupt a lot. Well, as much as possible. Really generic, good hand traps. Plus, they can be the fodder used for Pill. Because you don't run a lot of non-dinosaur monsters. You pretty much only run these ones and Armageddon and Gameciel, which is why I also run him. But yeah, that's the monster lineup. For magics, I run 3 Lost World, You know, really good card. Reduces 500 attack of every non-dinosaur monster in the field. Every time you normal or special summon a dinosaur, well, once per turn, your opponent gets a token. You cannot be targeted by your opponent effects while they have a token. And you know, it's really good. You want, if a normal monster will be destroyed, you can destroy one card from your hand or deck instead. So what you generally want to do is attack like the token with a blow beater, I don't know, the dinosaur, and then pop one baby from your deck so you can get another special summon dinosaur to the field. I think it's really good. Also with that, I run the Dino Wrestling with the 2 Foolish Burials. I don't like this at 3. It breaks a lot. Obviously, 2 of these are gonna be bricks. You never want to see more than 1 Foolish, and you never want to see this card. You know, if you have a Dino Wrestler monster in the field, and this is activated, it gains 300 attack when attacked, but you can only attack with 1 monster per turn. So does your opponent, but it never comes up. You never want to see this card. I also run the triple Fossil Dig. There's no point in not running this. It's your Rhoda. It can get you to Mesolensaurus, to Oviraptor, or the baby if you need that for some reason. The double evolution pill, I run it at 1. You can probably pull this up to 2. You can take like, I don't know, the Foolish Burial package out. You can run it at like 3 or something. Add 1 of my Mesolensaurus as well. I just like it at 1. You generally don't resolve it twice, but if it gets hashed or something, you really want a second one. So yeah, I'm probably moving this up to 1. Finally, to end the spells, I don't run traps. I run the 1 Foolish Burial, Bob overtax, get the pill. The 2 Twin Twisters in the main deck with you know, freaking Mystic Mind, Alter Guys and stuff being in the meta, I guess, or at least in the casual meta. You really want some removal. And the 2 Call of the Grave. Again, since we have Mesolensaurus, you can probably get this into the side deck or something. But I just like having it, you know, to stop from my pill getting popped or something. So yeah, it's a 42 card main deck. Moving to the extra. This is probably not that optimized, but I just like it. I run the 1 Phoenix. You know, you can pop spells. 1 Pentastack. You could do piercing damage with ultimate. If you get like a token and just put Pentastack and ultimate under it, you can just do 3500 instead of the 1000. The 1 Decode. You could probably change these for the whatever. It's just a generic link 3. 1 Borrowload. You can sometimes do this, but if you can do that, you generally want to do UCT instead, because you probably have access to it. That's it for the link monsters. For the synchros, I have 1 Chambara, helps can attack twice, can help you get through with that 5th case. Black Rose Dragon, I honestly don't know why I have this here. It's just generic removal, but I don't know, you could probably change that for something. Stardust, some protection. I never do this. You can probably change this for Omega, since it's like, you know, 8 stars as well. And 1 Trishula. You can do this if you get like 2 level 4s and the tuner. They are Aolo. It's not that hard to do, but it's generally not worth it. You can probably go into a link instead of Trishula, but it's there. You know, if your opponent only has like 1 card and you should place it, oh well, banish it so you can't answer it with anything. And finally, with the XYCs, I play more XYCs than anything. I get 1 Lagia. I cannot get myself a Dolka, so I don't have one here. But I really like this. This is like the link, I mean the XYC I like to do if I go first. You know, just get 2 level 4s, and generally with appeal, so you can get Lagia to stop something, and then Overtax to pop after you've used this effect. Since it's a, well, actually it's a dragon, so you can do that, forget what I just said. But you know what I mean. Exciter Knight, you know, more removal. I never make this. This is another one you can change. Baguska, you know, generic protection. Castell. Now for the Arachnizero, or number 103, I don't know what it's called in English. This one, once per turn, during any player's turn, you can discard I mean, take a material out to destroy a monster whose original attack is not the same. So with Lost World in the field, you can just pop it. Since they're probably not playing dinosaurs, they're gonna have their attack removed, reduced by 500. So you can just pop any monster. And or extra time finishers, I guess, or the Gagaga Cowboy, you know, or sometimes you're like 800 short, so you can just do this. And the Heartland Drago, or something like that. You can attack directly with this one. It's 2000. So it's like you're going to attack with a battle phase, you know, attack 2000 game. So yeah, that's the extra deck. My side deck is really iffy right now. I don't really have all the cards I want, so I just put in random stuff. Like, you know, the third Twister, third Called by the Grave. Double Swords, which is for, you know, against Thunder Dragons, but those are really for a friend. I just had them here for some reason. I played 2 Kaijus with Slumber. Nope, that's not Slumber. I really like Kaijus, so I like having like a couple of them, you know, against boards that have a lot of big monsters with negative tags and stuff. I also run 2 Gamma with the 1 Driver. You could probably change this for another hand trap if you like, maybe like Ogre or something. The 1 Strike, because I only have 1, and you know, you want to set stuff like this if you're going first. 2 Cure Seed of the Forbidden Spell. This is like my outs, like the Lunar Lights or something that are really spell dependent. And my 2 Lost Wind, which, you know, I just cited this in if I'm going first, and I know that my opponent is using a lot of extra deck monsters. But yeah, that's it for the profile. I hope you like. Again, this is probably not optimized, but with the testing I've been doing, it's worked fine for me. I don't really have any complaints. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you later.